There are people who derive their hopes from the deep blue sea. There are people who live by the sea for days and years. The Haenyeo. They work as a community and share their strengths to endure hardships. Haenyeo only exists in Korea and Japan. They originated in Jeju-do in Korea. Various old records and relics tell us that the history of Haenyeo goes back to the time before Christ. Called jamnyo or chamsu, they learn to dive at the age of 6 or 7 and live by the sea for the rest of their lives. They are courageous and loving of their families and are not afraid of fierce waves or deep seas. Those who were called Chulga Haenyeo traveled nationwide from Jeju-do to Hamgyong-do and spread the Haenyeo culture. Some of them went abroad to Japan, China, Russia, or other parts of Northeast Asia to explore the seas and contribute to Jeju-do's local economy. Although there are not as many Haenyeo in Jeju-do today, their harvests are still a significant part of Jeju-do's exports and the local economy. Their strong attachment to the community is exemplified in their Yeongdeung-gut. They sincerely perform the ritual of shamans every year to pray for continued safety and to soothe away their weariness by singing songs. With 2,000 years of history in Jeju, Haenyeo is the living history of Jeju-do. Jeju Haenyeo harvest agricultural produce on land and seafood from the sea. Divided into first, second, and third classes based on their performance, Haenyeo follow an ordered community hierarchy. Third-class Haenyeo dive into shallow waters, and first-class Haenyeo sail on boats to dive into the deep seas. Before invented rubber suits, the Haenyeo would dive into the cold waters, wearing cotton suits called mulso-jungi. They pick abalone and seaweed using pichang and hose, and come up to the air and rest on small taewak. And they would blow into their sumbi-sori like a clarion dozens of times. When their nets are full after a day of hard work, they emerge from the water one by one and gather around a fire pit. Around fire pits, they dry their wet suits, warm their bodies, and most of all, share friendship. Jeju Haenyeo anti-Japanese movement during the Japanese colonization drew power from their strong attachment to the community. When Korea was brutally exploited by Japan, Jeju Haenyeo courageously fought against the Japanese. Led by Pu Chun-hwa and Kim Ok-yeon, Jeju Haenyeo fought Japan for about 8 months on Seongsan and Kujwa. Their resistance was the greatest anti-Japanese movement in Jeju and the most remarkable fight because it was led by women or fishermen. Their power, strength, and will to fight for the country motivated many local people and started greater anti-Japanese movements throughout Jeju-do. Haenyeo protecting Jeju. Like pampas grass not breaking in the strong wind, and the sea raising the precious life, Haenyeo have protected the land and the sea with their own strength, without swaying in the strong wind and rain, and without yielding to persecution of foreign forces. They are the mothers of this land and the sea, who have overcome the tough lives, sacrificing themselves for their loving family. They were the roots of the spirits, which have raised numerous Jeju people, and the motive power which has turned the volcanic island into a free international city. The people who kept mysterious Jeju Island even more beautiful. The spirits which have protected Jeju. Their name is Haenyeo.